Well, there you go, a bit early. It's not like me, is it? I'm going to sit here in a little bit of peace and quiet, just to see. Um, there are some really great offers, uh, and if you click on the link, there's some great offers and deals. I will be using some Cosmic Shimmer. Not just Cosmic Shimmer, but some. So what I've done is put my affiliate link in. So if you click on that, I do get a couple of pence. But also, the thing is, you know you're going to get some great products. And when you buy the set, say you run out of paint, you get the same colour, everything. So it's my advice, just take care. And she's got some 20, I think it's £20 boxes. They're amazing now. And I've pinned them up there. So I don't think anybody will be watching today. And I don't have any worries about it. I don't, really don't. So it's not quite 12, so I'm going to carry on writing my own little bit here. Um, so sing amongst yourselves. Well, not if you want to, you don't have to sing. So this is going to be a lot of the time, so you don't have to just watch. You can um, watch it back. You can do anything you want. This is just about trying to get, you know, some spark. But I need something to put my spark in. So I am going to make a book, a really simple book. I just do it all by eye. So, hey, hello, Jackie. I hope you're well. Oh, nice to see you. Hi, Don. Woo! Oh, it's so good to see people. Um, so I thought I'd do a sort of rock on an idea of a piano book, piano hinge. And now the Australian ladies and gentlemen are calling it the Australian hinge. Now I haven't got any idea, but I know this was invented in the 70s. So maybe it was someone else and they all had the same idea. Maybe it was, I haven't got a clue. So please bear with me. It's like riding a bike, this. I've got to get my pedals going. So what you're going to need today, if you care to join me, is you need some paper. Now I've got some of this watercolour paper that I used to sell all the time. This is Fabriano, and it's all I'm going to do with that is fold it in half. I don't like too much measuring unless it is really important to measure. Now it's an important little tip to always push from the middle and out, okay? Middle and out. I can't find me really good foam folder. It's the one from the Crazy Cool Cats ladies. Can't find it. So this is, let me get it right. I've even done instructions for you. Um, so I always get a little bit too pressure happy with this. So I'm going to be really light and see if I can just get it rolling. A bit like, oh, what have I done here? So I've got a knife and I'm slitting it. So as you can see, I'm doing it portrait length. So the paper I've cut in half that way. Okay, just that way. I'm not um, trying to measure it. I just folded it and put it in half. Bear with me with the camera because, as I said, this is the old one. It's the only one I could find because the stream's a bit weird. Then what I do is fold that in half. I'm creating a landscape one. I've really got into these while I've been away um, as great, like journal pages. I can write on them and I can just, I just really like them. So I've got this page, and let me show you. Jenny, hello. So my pages were 27 by 35, okay? So 27 by 35. So it came out that it was 135. All right. So, and then in half, divide by 2. So it was like equals 13 and a half and 17 and a half. So that's me just splitting it up. So you can see that's me just splitting my paper up, cut it in half, and then I folded it. So here I can see I folded it. Now I seriously, if I can get away without blooming doing too much measuring, I'm happy as Larry. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along the top, and I'm just going to not measure, oh, what's that, where's that, I don't care. And I'm just going to go in 4 and 4. Now this doesn't matter, just as long as you've got enough for the next design. So you do that, you mark it. Now you could have it at 3 and 3 or 2 and 2, but I wouldn't go past 2 because I don't, you know, I just think that's a nice size. So you get your little pieces together, and I go with my pokey tool and go straight through. So even though there's no sole with this, it, you need the pokey tool just for your measurements and stuff. So then I get a knife and something, so I am not great with this, so you can see there and there, and I'm just going to make a little slit, don't have to be perfect, on the fold, line to line. That's it. So it makes it easier if you don't have to measure. So I've got 2 now of 1 page. Now what I would really say do is, oh, it's so nice to see everybody. Yay. Or hear everybody. Or wave or whatever. It's been great to see you. I just thought, sack it, I need to do this because I'm getting so low with no creativity. It's like, oh, what's happening? So I've made 2 slits there. Okay. So now what I've got, let me get my book again. Now what I've got is a piece of black card, a 12 by 12 like that. Okay. And I've just come in, let's see, yeah, 2.5 centimetres or 2 inch, whatever it is, or an inch. And I've come in just that way, and I've cut some. Now I've already done some like Blue Peter, so I've just come in. I'll show you the measurement. There. I'm just going to show you. It is, I think it is 2. Yes, 2 inches. Okay. So 2 inches, and I've just made strips like that. So I've cut the strips, and I've got that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, no measure with these, is fold in half, and in half again. Now I've got some little diagrams here just to show you. So you fold them all in half, and then you make your mountain folds. Uh, oh, great stuff. Hello, Denise. Blabbers! I'm sure I saw blabbers then. But yeah, and then this is what we do, and you were going to create that. So I realise it's a little bit hard to see on this blooming thing. So you get your strip, right, get your strip, and all I do is fold. And I always like to fold both ways because that's me. I just think the folds are much neater. And then you fold again. Now, you could measure till you're blue in the face and it might be perfect, but some of these papers, the way they're made, I haven't got a clue. why they make him that, but there's a certain ratio of, oh hey, there's a band, certain ratio of like numbers that they have to do for full stop, for photocopy, blah blah blah. So that's why they do it. So what you're doing is you're just folding everything in half, in half, in half. I'll finish this one. So no, I'll finish it because then I'm not driving you all mad trying to see what I've done. So, and like I say, I like to, as long as it's not, doesn't look, if it looks handmade, I love it. But if it looks homemade, then you need to neaten up your axe. So there is a big difference, a big difference. So this is going to be the piano spine. Now you can make this. We used to call them kebab stick books or piano stick books, but you can call them whatever you want. And whoever thinks they've invented them, great stuff. I don't particularly, you know, want to have to sort of delve into any of that. It's just, to me, thank you to the person or people. So I've got a mountain fold and a valley fold. So in my destructions, oh, she is here. Oh, oh, it's lovely to see her. Oh, so, hey, the gang's all in. Boys to entertain you. B, B, O, Y. Boys to entertain. I can't sing because they take me off. Right, it does, Jenny, you're right. So I've got that, and you can see I've done one, two, and then three. So what we, in essence, we're going to do, that looks a bit crazy, that one there. We're going to have it like this, okay? So we're going to have it like that. And then you'll see the reasons. So, just like magic. Just like magic. What we're going to do is do the last one. So here you can see I've got my spine. If you want the instructions, but it's half, half and half again. Um, so here we've got the spine sort of leading up like that. I've got my cut pieces, which are under here. And all I'm going to do, you can do one at once or both, right? Or as many as you want. And what you're going to do is just slip that into the hole there that you've sliced. Now, if I'm going to do this for a few days during July, then I'm going to need more than one. So what I decided was I'm going to show you how I've done mine, and then what we can do is add and add and add. So basically, that's how it looks. So if you've got 2 pages, you've got, let me show you that first, 2 pages, you've got your little thing at the back, which to me is like for adding on, and then you've got another page, then you've got the bit. Now this is the hinge. Now you can sort of take this out and add more if you wish. So you've got all these pages, look, like that. But how do we hold them in? Well, this is where your hinge comes in. So I cut a load of these papers. I think these are just, they have to be enough to fit in there. You see? So these are 1¼ or 3 centimeters. So what you do is open up your book. I'm trying to do it in the one I've finished. Open this up and just slot that in there. Now, what this does is anchor it in. Now, jiggity poker, I've got to trim mine later, but it actually means that all your stuff now has got a nice hinge on it. It's nice and neat, like that. And we've got these tags here. But I quite like the idea that, you know, I only make sure that they're right on one side and I've cut the other. So they're perfect there. But, if you cut these, rather than cutting them, sorry, you fold them over. I like to think that you've got like little places you can write. You get me? So little places that I could put little notes in there. So that's my book. I don't know how you want to do it, but I like both sides. I like the idea that I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to say, um, I'm going to try. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Or whatever day. Well, I'll be here on Friday, I think, again. And I'll be doing a bit every day. But I don't want you to be under any pressure. You just pick it up whenever you want, if you've got 5 minutes, and just go for it. No pressure, no rules, no nothing. Um, it's about jump starting our creativity. It's not about competition or anything like that. You can do with this however and whatever you want. So by not gluing it down yet, what happens is with my little foldy thing, make sure that it's the right way though. So if I want to add, I can do that over it, and I've got, if I do it like that, you can see it, yeah? But if I do that, you can't see it. And to me, it's a bit neater. So all I need to do is, the next time, is add more pages, is do my foldy thing and just slap it on there, and then I can do my next set of pages. I could even just do one page per spine, do you know? That's as good as, it doesn't matter. Seriously, it doesn't matter. It's Wednesday today. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Glynis. Right, but we're going to need to start it, don't we? And I am very interested in, as you know, my table's wobbling. Look at that. Oh, that's really sad. Have you missed me? I've missed you. Um, and you know, I was talking to a very special person and said, do you know, I've just not been inspired by much. I've not been inspired by much at all. And it's been like, what do I do? I don't understand why I'm not inspired. But I think it's like anything, you've got to kick yourself up the bum in order to get inspiration. So I thought we could do a cover or our first page, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is a big page. There's me up my next set. Get fairly decent. Look at the spine, it's fairly decent. Oh, get rid of that, you banana. It's fairly decent, that. That don't look rubbishy, does it? Look. And if you want, you can do the old um, up and down, give yourself half a centimetre, up and down half a centimetre, and you get that. So you get like more room. Do you get me? So easy. So easy. You can have little secret things going on, as long as it's not dangerous or anything. Or And the paper I've been using is Fabriano, as always. I love this, you know that. I think, yeah, I know Katie Sue and Cosmic Cinema. I know Andy and I'm mentioning everybody's name. I've got great sketch pad. I've got one, but I haven't tried it, I must admit, so I do feel bad about that. But I will do it. So I have got a full piece of paper. I am just going to, you know, stick it down a little bit on the edge. I'm not, I, normally I would put thingy on this, wouldn't I? I'd put a amount all the way around, but because I don't know what part I'm going to use, yeah, I don't know. So I have got me, took these away, and these were brilliant to take away. And I've got the neo colours because I didn't want to create too much effort and paints. I just wanted to colour. So neo colours, I've not got these in affiliation, but these are amazing because it's like painting a pencil. Fantastic. Oh, hello, Trisha. Oh, that's brilliant. We've got lots of people in. Oh, it's so good to see you. So I'm going to think of the word July, and I went to Rimini not long ago, We only stayed for a few days, but it was a contrast of absolutely amazing. Have I got? Can I show you? Can I show you? If you don't mind me showing you. Oh, I've got some. These I took my little book. I'll show you. Sorry, if. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm back. I'm starting. So when I was in Rimini, I took this and I thought I'll do that on the plane because that's what I was seeing as coming down. And then these are the street lights, and I've not finished it yet. But then these are the contrasting colours that you see every evening and every morning. And I couldn't explain the colours any other way. I mean, these are just, they're not great. But this is from, the town square. It was so funny because if you just walked this way and we were here, we could get to the Roman bridge. But oh no, someone decided we had to go that way instead. Well, it's like 3 miles round, only to walk 200 yards. Crazy. Anyway, we got to the bridge, but then I was just doing colours and freehands and how the light changes, and it's just this one really captured the light for me. It was just beautiful, and it was this orange and red and pink, and then we've got the greens and the tones, the blues, the aquas, and it was just stunning. And there was just this one like little divot here that had the light shining on it, and these some patterns that my family did. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, right. So we can start it now. But this is the colour one that really struck me, and I just thought, wow. So the colour is inspiring, and I'm not going to try and copy that. I'm going to do a new version. So the colours I'm going to use in my Neo colours are going to be, um, I want a red, right? So I've got all these colours, okay? And I'm going to say, oh, should I have? Yeah, and then another one here. I'll do cool green, dark green, teal, sorry. There we go. That's why I was looking then. So we've got all these colours, and I think these colours fit that, don't they? Yeah. So I'm going to let my hand really loose, and we used to say this is taking your pencil through out. Okay. And I'm going to put the other colours in the tin. I'm going to go for another one. Roll it around. And I know there's quite a few people who do this. It's nothing new, but it's a nice little icebreaker for when we use water. Go off the page. I'm terrible for not doing that. Let me come off the page. And honestly, no rules. You look. I know what you're thinking. Oh, she's off again. Oh, here we go. She's off. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, mate. No excuses. Right, and then we go with the orange. I make some big side marks. Orange again, and off. Just be wary, it's easier to add than it is to take away. So I'm not, oh, it looks super rubbish. Oh, that looks beautifully rubbish. Oh, that's so rubbish. Oh, blooming that. You were looking at, oh, what's going on? So, there we go. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow that the doofers come early. You know, the un the un letterboxable stuff. They can't get packages in through my letterbox, so I have to wait in. And I've been waiting in, and then they changed the date, and I need someone to blame. I can't find me pen. Where's my shirt? Right, okay. So I've got some brushes that I use. Took these brushes with me. I've got these if I need them, but I doubt it very much. And I've got some water spray, but I'm not actually going to use the water spray yet. I'm going to get my wash brush, and these are all from, I remember these, Raphael. They're amazing. These are my golden paint brushes. So I'm just going to wet areas. So I'm not trying to scrub them over. I'm just trying to let the areas sort of get wet. I don't want to try and paint any pictures yet. I just want the water to react. So while you're doing this, you could always, add some more. So I'm thinking I'm really liking this colour, but there's areas that I need. So you can always go back and get a bit more. And I like this being able to bring colours in like this. I just always have done. Colours are just amazing, aren't they? Especially in summer now with all these bright colours. So it's quite a therapeutic thing, this. Just, you see, what I'm trying to do is avoid there. We've got a bit of the old car care. Right? So we've got to avoid too many frustrating colours because we don't want it all brown or grey or, well, if you do, you do. I don't personally. So now I've been very easygoing with this, and I don't want to be easygoing. The only issue I've got with adding colour over the top when it's pencils like this is that I get pencil lines, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to go and get my water spray. I bet you've missed this, haven't you? Me running around like a dipstick, right? So I'm going to spray to let it activate. That's better. Why didn't I think of that? Silly woman. Right, so you can see, and I can bring the colours out. Ah, that's better. Better, better, better. I'm going to look like this here. I want to keep that. I like that. That blue's lovely. And that red there. Now, I'm only using watercolours on this because I'm going to use, as I said, I've put a link to some Katie Sue ones because they're a matte finish, so I'll get a real contrast with them. So, I'm happy with that. Well, as happy as you can be with something that's so rubbish. But now, oh, don't put that there. Now I'm going to go on with Aviva. So I'm going to look at crimson, and I'm going to drop some crimson there and here. The crimson in this is amazing. Now, please, um, hopefully you've got some of this, but some of these are very expensive now, but you can still get them. You can still get them, but they are pricey. I think they were. I think it was something like 15. Well, that's not too pricey. One was 15 quid. One was 50 odd. I don't know where they're coming from. Right, so I've got the red on there. I'm going to come in with the vermilion, which is an orange, and it's quite a lively orange. I like lively oranges. So I'm just going to add a lively orange. And I'm going to go off the page because I've got this terrible habit of confining it to small spaces within the canvas or paper. So I'm not reading comments at the moment, so I do apologise. If anybody's got a comment, I do apologise because he's just wrote that. Blooming mess. You cheeky so-and-so. Of course it's a mess. You've never seen me do out else. Trisha, hello. I'm just seeing if I'm... Bet, hello. Hello, Bet, hello. Yay. Right, there we go. So, dark orange. Oh, a bit chrome yellow. Just to add a bit of... Now, I'm bringing this complementary colours together so that I'm not um, going like really crazy mixing, because I can do that as a finish and go on. I could do all that, but at the moment, less is more, she says. Putting every single colour on the rainbow in. Right, we've got, now in my colours, we're going to go for burnt umber. Get in. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, it's beautiful burnt umber. Oh, I want to sort of put it near so it does its own thing without me doing much. So the water does it. This is burnt sienna. One's cool and one's warm, you see. It's hard to see. This camera's not the best in the world, so I'll get my newer one out and fart about for a bit. So going back to those colours, you can sort of see where I'm coming from, can't you? Yeah? Well, not totally yet, but in a minute you might. So a bit of the green now, and I'm just putting small suggestions of green, not a lot here, because I don't want to overpower it. So little blobs of green. This is sap green, which is one of my favourites. It's got a really nice light touch to it, this. Then we're going to go with Viridian. We'll draw some lines where the other lines were that might have petered out a bit. Oh, I made a right mess over there. Then I'm going to bring in the lines of the blue, which is a blue. Peacock blue is great because it's like a purple and a blue together. Very careful with blue because it makes everything go a rubbishy colour. Well, not everything, but it's hard. It's the hardest colour to mix. So I'm going to keep it near a red or an orange. Well, it'd be hard not to on this, wouldn't it? Prussian blue, one of my favourites. Bring it around through some of these that you can see where I did them before, like that. Okay. Oh, that's awful. Violet, a bit of violet. We have to be a bit careful with violet. Like I say, many suggestions now and again can look really beautiful, but you know, a bit like the purple lipsticks we used to use. Nice and not nice. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of magenta now, and I'm going to let the colour go near the middle bits. Oh, I'm so enjoying this. And I was so glad I was able to use, oh, look at that. So glad I was able to use inspiration from um, my holiday. I wish I'd have stayed longer, but we just couldn't afford that. Well, I couldn't. And it sometimes you don't want to go away and eat it and have to spend a full week there. So that's why it was how it was. Right, I thought, oh, I've got it all over the table. Right, okay. So I'm just bringing that water near. Oh, I've just dipped it in my drink. So this is where I think the magic happens when I just put water on. And I'm putting the water on where all the joints are. You know, like hoping that if some is still wet, they'll fade into each other. Yeah, I feel really sad saying stuff like, oh, I've got no mojo and nothing's inspiring, but it isn't. I'm like, it's, to me, at the moment, I feel like I'm stuck in Groundhog Day where, you know, it's all the same people doing the same thing and trying to do the same thing, and it's, everyone has got to make a living, I agree, but I just think it's really uninspiring. It's a little bit, and I just think it's really hard for everybody. But I'm not being inspired, and I'm sorry to say that. I really am, because there's some amazingly talented people. Um, but I think all the, just me personally, nothing to do with anybody else. But like the wonderful things we used to have, like different arts and with, the mixed media, I understand, not for everybody, but I'm going to say something and everyone will go, oh, that's not very fair. How many cards can you make? How many cards do you need to make? Are you selling them? And if not, why not? You should be selling these cards, because if not, you're just making a pack of cards, you know. I'm going to say something here. Why make a card? Why buy a card for 250 when you can make one for 300 quid? Because that's how much it's cost you for all your stuff. I know people are going to go, that's awful, you shouldn't say it. But I'm just saying it's a personal thing. I'm not saying anybody else. So don't be coming at me thinking, oh, she's being... No, it's just how I felt. And you can't put your card on the what? Well, you can, but you've got, it's it's really difficult because I just think there's only so much you can do before it gets really boring, and you sort of, with, how do I do, what do I do now, and that's it. Yeah, things like you place special places, greenhouses, gardens, life, you know, in your garden sort of appearing, new buds and stuff, and you're just like, wow, look at that. That idea of life, that life suddenly erupting from things when you go for your walks and stuff. So it's a bit like that here. Now here, I've got a little bit too much. So what I don't want it to do is block the other colours. But I want it to be free and beautiful, and but what I don't want to do is it sort of block the other colours. I like this. I'm going to hold it against that and just put take a bit off there. But this is really good if you want to put some in other places. So, oh yeah, Diane's brilliant. Yeah, oh, Diane's great. She's known her for a few years now. As old as Diane. So I'm just pulling some of this green away. So if I wanted to, I could add more. I could add a lot more colours and a lot more brightness, but I don't want to. See this here, this is annoying me. So what I will do is just introduce, um, it's going to have to be, oh no, don't be splashing on the floor. Don't be splashing on the floor. It's going to have to be like a violet here. So we used to do this when we were doing fake marble. So why not? Why not indeed? And we can just run, just realised what was on the floor before. It's still in it. Ah, got it. Right. So this was in the. I have a bag which I keep ready to go, and I've not used it since I stopped in. When did I stop? It was when? Just doing that. It was last month. Um, I was I was working at the. Well, it was Hobbycraft, and then that went back to you know they they did what they want. It didn't work for them, so Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So yeah, I'm just moving it around. This could be anything. It could be I better wash it. It could be a brush. If, if you've got a feather, don't be going and attacking any birds just to get one or anything like that. And you can just um, move colour around with move colour around with your feather and get it. See, that's looking quite nice now, but I really do need to lighten it up. And you can lighten it up in any way you feel. I like good old glitter. So I've got some handmade glitter pots here, and I'm going to see if they lift it enough. If not, it'll have to be my others, but no problem with that. Let me see. Yeah, it's sort of, can you see? It's sort of, but the shimmer ones that and the pixie powders, they would be brilliant by Cosmic Shimmer. Right, I'm just putting a little bit here. These are handmade, these, so the Renaissance colours, handmade. Really, really not cheap to do. But I'm just look. Oh yeah, can you just see it? It's like right. Okay, so I need something lighter. Oh, I've got that one. Try that one. Oh, look at this one. This one was a freebie. You wouldn't believe that you could get so much out of a little blob like that. But because it's watercolour, she says, because it's watercolour, it rejuvenates. I don't think that one is. But let me get my whatever you are. So, good old metallics. Those are, oh, I think they've got so many different names now. I don't know who's the correct person or not, and who isn't. So, can't I do these? So I'm just gonna drop in some gold here, and if you stand still, you get gold on you. And I'm gonna do it the same way I did the light and the colour and the dark, and I'm just gonna go for it. If you add light to the top of some of the lines, it automatically makes it look 3D. But you don't have to um, put it on everything. You just creating more striations with your brush. I'm not tending to go across. I'll go up, but be careful. You don't want a tartan. Although tartan's beautiful, you're going to end up with a tartan, and it it's not what you're looking for. If you wanted to make a tartan, maybe paper weaving would be better for you. Okay. Oh, I'm really loving this now. Didn't before. It was horrible. Right. You won't be able to see much of that. Oh, you can. Oh, hey, look at that. So that's going to be our front cover, and it's going to be tip sheets. So um, I've got, this is a bit, stuck my finger in. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So I'm just going to blob on. Get a bit of white. Got to be careful because the computer's here. Oh, God, it's gone all over the wall. Oh, back out. I have to clean all that up. Right, so I've got some splats, but I'm going to do this as well. Just doing this. Oh, no wonder I've got no water in that one. So I did some of these, and it really looks like flowers and veins. And I did it by getting 2 or 3 fingers there, like that. Getting it in there all together, like that. And then just cupping my fingers and just... And I've got these amazing marks happening. Oh, look at that colour. Ooh, it's got that green in it. Now, I know you're saying it looks awful now. It doesn't at all. You've got to imagine it. You've got to imagine that you are going to be uh, drying this, and then when it's dried, the other colours will come through. Yeah? I think I want a bit more of this pink in it. Oh, oh, it looks like my finger's got measles. Um, I can't see anybody. I can't see anybody because I've got... Oh, here we go. That would help that if you wet the brush properly. Right. Ooh. So I'm not going to try and lift some of the other colours. I'm just trying to highlight where the pink is. That, see what... Oh no, you can't see what I mean. Can you see down here? I'm just highlighting So I'm not actually, I suppose it's knocking some of it back, but bringing this purple out again. Because there's a lot of green here, and I want to be able to sort of, there we go, see some pink. Oh yeah, that's it. A bit of pink down here. Well, it's magenta. It works really well with the violet as well. Oh, I'm loving this. Even though that bit looks like a dog's dinner. But I'll just put some sap green, because I know sap green will break it down. And some light as well. That'll break the colour down. That's it. What happens is you put it on, and then patches of it become really sort of saturated with colour, and it does now because it's wet. But when you start to, you can take some off, like we took the other. So I like the way that when you're using different mediums, you can put stuff on and take it off, but the splats look amazing. Yeah. But when we cut down areas and look at it, um, it does make a big difference. So, oh my goodness me, it's nearly an hour. So I'm just going to go because people were here at the beginning. This is our front and back, right? Oh, you've been to a craft. Well, it's really good to see the craft carrying on in the right way. Um, I'm dead really chuffed with that, Linda. It's brilliant to see you. I've really missed everybody. Sometimes, just having a break is all that you need. Um, you don't want to disappear, you just need a break, and you need some inspiration, you need some sort of um, get up and go, and that's what I've been lacking at the moment. Um, and I've, I know I've not been well, but can't keep using that as an excuse. You have to just get on with it. It's people far worse than me. But that please no comment on that because I don't want to comment on it. Anyway, so we're going to leave that to one side. I want to leave it to dry naturally, and I think I'm going to use some cosmic shape and some flakes on there. My only thing is if I put them on now, will it should stick to the paint, but it's watercolour. If it was acrylic, it definitely would. So I might have to add watercolour, watered down acrylic, okay? Um, but this is definitely screaming out for some there. Get what I mean? So this is our attempt, our 1st of July attempt. I'm going to do another one on Friday. Not another one of them, another live. But I just wanted to show you how we assembled this little darling. So I had a piece of paper, and the paper was 25, oh no, 27 by 35 centimetres. So rather than cut it in half that way, I folded it in half that way, but I've cut it in half lengthways. So what I ended up with was two in half lengthways. So then what I did was folded it in half, and just here I've shown you I'll put a little line in, one at 3 and one at 4. It's entirely up to you. One at 3 and 4, it don't matter, you choose any size there. But it's not about trying to measure the middle bit, we're measuring from each end. Right, so I chose 4 because what I wanted to do was cut out any measuring. I hate it. So I did that again, and I went like that, and I went like that. Oh, look at this already. Went like that. No, I didn't. I went like that. Like that. And I went, poof. It moves a bit, but don't worry, because we can cut it. I want one of them generators. Not a generator. A guillotine generator. Oh, she's back. She's back. So you can see here. So then you get, look at this, everything's magnetic. So you cut that there. Right, now, as I was saying, The Australians have claimed it. Everybody in the world's calling it a different name. I don't know, but whoever it was, thank you very much. And so we've got two of them. I set them aside. Okay. I got a 12 by 12 piece of paper here, and I cut it at 2-inch strip. Now, the reason I've cut it at that is so it will go in there. It has to fit in your slot. Jackie Stokes, hello! It's got to fit in your slot. Pardon the pun. Oh, actions. Oh, that needs to be finger. So, once I've cut that off a 12 by 12, again, I only measured it on the slot. I didn't really measure it, but I've given you instructions. All you do, fold it in half. Never try and fold it like that because you're going to get a dodgy crease. Always fold it, and if you want to go to the middle, you fold one and then the other. Like that. Then you undo it, and then you fold that to that crease. Double fold, you'll always get a good fold. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. You end up with that. Okay? So you end up with that. Now, you can make as many of these as you want because these are going to be the things that stick your work together. So, Blue Peter styler. I have done this, so I'll take that out and rip that out and rip that out and show you. So, what I've done is I will need a new one of these to fit the next one in. So, here's one that I did before. I've got one left. Can you see? One left. Right. And when it looks like that. So it's flat and then it blah, 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 blah. And then that, if you put it all down, that bit there is your spine. Okay? So it looks like that. Now, if you've only got, say you put in one page here, that's cool. But when you're joining one, try to hide your join like that. So it must carry on in the same way. You don't want it going the opposite way. But if you do both folds, that won't be a problem. So, let me put that underneath so you can see. So what you do is you get your hole like that, and you slot it over. Now, you can do just one slot if you want, but I like two slots, because then I've got more paper. Oh, back. She's back. She's back. Right, so, what I need to stop it coming off. And it's this bit here, and this measures 1.5 inch and 3 centimeters, and all that does is goes in here. But a little tip, if you get one, double it, so 6 centimeters, and fold it, what you have is like a little ideal like that. I'm only going to do one, but you can fold it and you can bring it out, and you could have like little things in it if you want, whatever. Generator wood. Yeah, it is good, isn't it? Yeah, I like it as well. It's quite easy to do, Glynis, honestly, because it's so simple. You get a really nice effect without it, you know. And I quite like it like that, but we've done a background. But you can stitch. Well, no, sorry. You can glue that to your front cover, and then that will always be there, but you can take the others out. So that will be there, and then I've done two. There's the little hinge, which you can keep stuff in and put beads on or whatever. Another one and another one. And then you just push them back on again, and you can keep going. But there is a little variation on it, and it is when you could put a little bit more depth to this. So what I mean by that is, when you're doing your stitching, oh, shut up with your stitching. You haven't done any stitching. Right, so when you're doing your, like that, your black spine, what you're going to do is you're going to go measure one, then you're going to add a centimetre, then you're going to go whatever it is, 2, 2, and then a half a centimetre, 2, 2, half a centimetre. And what's happening is I'm creating volume, space, sorry, for the crease. So we've got, we'll do it this way, we've got 2, 2, and there's our spine, 2, 2, so that's, say, half a centimetre, 0.5 again, 2, 2, 0.5, and then 2, 2.5, and that gives you this up here. So you get that, that, sorry, I'm rushing it. So what you're getting is, you're getting your spine, but you're getting a gap in between. So the gap is there. So that allows you to put in more work. So I'll show you what I mean. It's allowing you to put in more work just by adding. So it's 2, 2 and a half, 2, 2 and a half. So you're adding that bit there, which allows you to have, when you see it at the top, it looks like that, whereas ours would look like that. Oh, I can't do it, my hand, sorry, my hand's moving. So do you get it? So there's lots of variations. You can do this on the outside, so you can put that on the outside and put a kebab stick by cutting an hole in it. There's loads of ways, loads of ways. Stitching would be good, yeah, it would. So let's look. Oh, it's drying nice. It's not as bad. It's not as bad, is it? It's not as bad. And I'm finding lines on there that are super. Yeah, I could just get my doofer, because it's watercolour, and just see here, it's a bit. Oh yeah. Blend out some of these edges so they're not as. Some of the edges are a bit. Can you see, a bit hard? So blend them out a bit. Oh yeah, look, I'll do this big fat one here. Oh, that, see what I mean now? Do this one here because it's really apparent. Ready? Just soften the edges. It's like blending eyeshadow. Just soften the edges of it so it's not as in your face streaky. It's like one of them tide marks around the, when you put the foundation on. So when we look at it with this, we might only want, where's that other piece gone? I don't matter, I'll do it with this. We might only want that area for our cover. You might want that area, or you might just want that area. It's, we've gone through this before, it's just anywhere you look, you're going to have a nice piece. Do you get me? So, yeah, you can put it, I put it in my bag all the time. This is my favourite size at the moment. This is my favourite size at the moment. And I could do one of these, that size. The only problem is this is tiny to see on a video, but this is the next size up. So I'll show it you next to it. This is the next size up from that. But I like this, because you can do it like that if you want, but I tend to work like that now. So yeah, you can do that, but any part of that, and then once you start putting, like, have I got one? Well, it won't work because it's still wet. Once you start putting in wiggly black lines, there very subtle. And I'm with a white pen. Oh, it's good. Right, well, after an hour, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to do another one on Friday, and it's going to be like the third then. So it will be where we can jump on this, and I'm going to do my first page. Um, I was going to do put my covers on, but I might do that at the end. But every time I get fed up of doing one of these, I will return to this because that's the beauty of it. Anytime you sat there, you can then, you know what I mean, you can start drawing on it. Just be careful, you'll end up like with me. Don't be wearing white linen. So anybody wants my little destructions, I'm happy to send them to you. And I hope you'll join me again at 12. I'll put this on Luba, and I'm so happy to see you guys. Um, and I really hope to see you. Or share it, tell people um, that you like, what you don't like, or that I'm doing some videos again. And I would really, really appreciate that because I want to get the wonderful group we've got going and a bit lively. All right, so all my love as always, and let's let's get the party started. Bye. Bet that scared you.